Hi everybody. Okay, so this is Monica
and Lindy
from Huckleberry Mountain Botanicals. We are redoing what was supposed to be a live today, and we had serious internet problems, so we couldn't do that. So I'm going to quickly go over this. I did talk about the benefits of sage. This is Salvia officinalis. And Lindy, what family is it in?
Lamiaceae.
Lamiaceae. It's the mint family. One of the greatest uses for sage, as long as it's got those good essential oils and that nice aroma, is it's very good for cognition, for the brain, for memory. It's something that they're doing a lot of research in with people with Alzheimer's and other cognitive issues, especially related to aging. And it's been found to actually help in the synapse and, well, I'm not going to get into specifics, but it does help kind of rebuild brain connections so that you're decreased effects of aging, and maybe we need to be having this more. I'm always forgetting things and asking Lindy, what is that again? And she knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so with the sage, I'm going to go ahead and roll this up, because one of the first steps we want to do, is chop it so we can expose as much of the plant material to the hot water as possible. We will want 1/4 of a cup. Basically, we're doing equal amounts of water, sugar, and sage. You don't have to use sugar if you don't want to, but with the amount that you're using, it really isn't going to be a huge deal. If you do want to use something rather like honey, then put this, the 1/4 cup of sage in with a 1/4 cup of water, let it steep, and then strain it. Let it steep for about 20 minutes, strain it, and then you can add the honey. So I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna pack this stuff in there so it looks like all of this is going in. And then we want a 1/4 cup hot water. And we're gonna stir that up, and that will melt the sugar, and it will get the sage in there. And that's what we call a sage simple syrup. And that's what we need to complete this drink. Now we have 3 ounces of vodka. I'm using vodka. You can use gin, or you don't even have to use alcohol if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna put a handful of blackberries in there. I love blackberries. All right, this is what's called muddling. Basically, you're just smashing whatever it is that you're trying to combine or blend into your drink. And in this case, I'm actually going to be keeping these blackberries in here, but many times when you muddle, you can just strain the plant material out, whether it's muddling lemon, or maybe you're muddling some herb, like basil, when I have my basil lemon drop. Those are so good. All right, so we'll muddle these. Now, this is the sad part, you guys. I cannot take this off yet. It needs to sit for about 15 minutes for it to get the full flavor in there. All right. So we're back, and this, the sage infusion, well, really the simple syrup, sage simple syrup, has been sitting now for about 15-20 minutes. Oh yes, that smells really good. So I'm gonna do kind of a cheater thing here. If you have one of these, that would be great. This has a screen all the way around, so when I pour, it'll filter, and just the simple syrup will just come out. If you don't, then get the trusty cloth and squeeze it right through there. Just so you know, I only made a little bit of this syrup for this recipe specifically, because we have so many herbal things around that I was like, oh my goodness, we're gonna have a whole nother thing. But you can make this 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. I mean, you can make as much as you want, and it can keep for about a month. It's sugar, so that's not a problem. All right, so we've got our alcohol with our muddled blackberries. About ready to see how easy this is here. So I'm gonna pour this here. And yes, I'm keeping those blackberries in. Okay, so I just realized that I actually poured 3 ounces of alcohol in here in this we're supposed to be splitting this into 2 drinks. I was being extremely generous with this person. So I'm gonna pour some out. Don't do what I did. Hold on. And don't use your fingers if you're serving it to guests. Hey, you know, I tell you guys all the time, we're keeping this real, right? Can you open that, Lindy?
Oh,
okay. All right, so I'm gonna put, we want a total of 3 ounces of simple syrup, and I'm just gonna put 1.5 ounces in here. All right, Lindy did it. Can you get me a stirring apparatus, preferably a chopstick? All right, so we're gonna stir this up. Now, you do not have to keep the ice in here, but you can. And then you can decorate it with some blackberries if you want to, or you don't have to. You can put some sage leaves in there. You can do whatever you want to dress it up and make it fancy. All right, so that is it. Again, another easy, super simple drink recipe that you can make this weekend. All right, I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Health and joy.